Yo, what's good, my people? Lost Gate. This is Informant 254. Guys, today I'm going to talk about a beautiful opportunity that has just opened up about studying in Sweden, guys. Applications, requirements, all that stuff that is needed for you to go and study, including scholarships, guys. So today's video will be about studying in Sweden, guys. I'm glad it's a beautiful Sunday. The sun is out, and guys, if you're new to this channel, this is Informant 254, your one stop for opportunities and life abroad. Guys, feel free, feel at home, and stay in. Los Gates, my people, guys, studying in Sweden. So guys, let's go straight to the point without wasting a lot of time. If you're from the European Union, just know you can study in Sweden for free. If you have a permanent residence in Sweden, you can study in Sweden for free. Then this is about studying in Sweden. Admissions are just opened. They opened from October. You can start applying for the admissions. And something good is that it's open till mid of January. So people who are applying to go and do their postgraduate, undergraduate stuff, degrees, please, this is the time for you to apply to the Swedish universities. I'll put a link first of all. Let me go straight to the point. I'll just put a link down there. If you feel like you just want to go straight to applying, the link is in English. So guys, I don't expect any problems in your application. Something important about this link is that you have to also know that you have to make your own profile. Everything you do in this Swedish application for the universities is totally digital, guys. It's totally digital. Apart from the time when you have to do the interview, there's a possibility, but not for everybody, that you might be called for an interview at the Swedish embassy to do the interview for you to get the visa. But generally it is very simple. Especially for people who are qualified. It's easy. Swedish is looking for international students. These universities are made for this. People like people from international countries. It also brings color, culture. It brings a lot of people because people's interaction with different people from the world makes life even better. I can say I've enjoyed interacting with different nationalities. Not everybody is friendly, but the ones that are friendly, you find somebody wants to know something about Africa, wants to know something. I want to know something about Asia. I want to know something about America. I want to know something about, it doesn't matter, but internationally, people need to interact. So guys, I'll go straight to the point. Let's go to the requirements. Requirements. Guys, what are the requirements of a student going to study in Sweden, in the Swedish colleges? The first one is you need to have a passport. No question. Then you need to have your transcripts, with good performance, of course. If you're going to do your bachelor's degree, you need to apply to the university direct. If you're going to do something like in master's, your application has to be related to your bachelor's degree. That's really important during that application, Important. Transcripts. Some universities, depending on the course you're going to do, they'll need a letter of motivation. If you're going into things to do with the construction, building, design, they might need a portfolio just to know something about you. Sometimes they also need a statement of purpose, depending on the university you're applying for. So those are the major things that you need for you to qualify to go and study in a Swedish university. Just a few things, So the major things, guys. So my people, on your application, for people applying for the bachelor's degree, you can apply up to 8 courses, but always make sure that you rank them, which one is the first and which one is the last. The people who are going to do masters, you can apply up to 4 courses. And the good thing is that application fee is the same. You don't need to pay any extra money. The admission fee is exactly the same. So I think 150 euros, And then something else that's important is that you have to, we have 2 application periods, but believe me, the best time to apply is October, because the results come out in April. You apply from October till mid of January, but then the results come out in April. So the earlier you apply is better, so that if you get an admission, you can start planning on your residence permit. You can start planning on booking an appointment for your visa, you know, and also to prepare yourself financially, because unless you're going to study in Sweden on a scholarship, you know, you have to prepare yourself for the finances, you know, because studying in Sweden is not free for non-European Union member states. And so if you're coming from Asia, Africa, North America, you have to pay fee, and the fee is between 8,000 to 15,000 euros per semester, you know, and I think a semester is 2 times per year. So the Swedish authorities will want you to prove, you know, your finances, you know, so it's always important to apply early, apply in October, so that by the time the admission comes in, you'll get your admission letter in April next year. You know, it doesn't matter when you apply, even if you apply in January, and the admission letters come at the same time in April. So guys, so for you, in order for you to be prepared for this process, apply early, get your admission letter, so that you can start planning on your finances. And if you're going to apply and try to apply for a scholarship, make sure that the universities, the ranking, they'll ask you, you know, make sure that once you apply, the first one has to be, the ones that you want to support you in a scholarship have to be the given priority. You know, they have to be the first choice. That's really important, so that, because you cannot apply for a scholarship and the university you're applying is the last one. It has to be your first choice. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. Your first choice has to be the one you're applying for a scholarship. And believe me, they are giving out scholarships. You know, the Swedish Institute of it's giving out scholarships. Just something about scholarships. The Swedish Institute of Scholarships will also want you to know, you know, how much percentage you want to be sponsored. If it's 20%, 50%, 70%, 100%, you know. So it's always important to know that the scholarships are there. And not only that, some of the universities also offer scholarships. You know, just as I said, if it's a university of your first choice, make sure you apply also for a scholarship for that university. You might be taken, because they want to know, okay, you gave them the priority to be number one. That's why it's important for you during your application, if you're going in for scholarships, to make sure that you apply with the university in mind as your first choice, you know. So that's really important, you know. And the scholarships are there. Many universities give scholarships, especially you're coming from you know, from Africa, you're coming from Asia. When you have your transcripts can talk for you, you'll be given a scholarship, you know. And the scholarships, you know, it's like you're given almost like 1,000 euros per month, you know, plus some stipendiums. You get sometimes some little money on the side, you know. But 1,000 euros is enough for you to be able to manage your semester, you know, per month, you know. So that's actually we are talking of like 12,000 euros per year. If you're going for 2 years, it will be 24,000 euros. Guys, really important, you know, because people need scholarships. Some people need to be uplifted, you know. Yeah, very, very important. Also, something to take note when you apply for these university admissions. Admission depends entirely on qualification, even scholarships. So if you are, you know, there are some universities courses which are really competitive, just make sure that you know that there are also other applicants from all over the world who are competing for the same programs and the same scholarships. So make sure that, you know, you have a clean record, you have good transcripts, your transcripts speak for you. It's very, very important. That's something I wanted just to pass on. You know, just before I continue with the visa application, you know, I'll be putting down the university application website. It's the universityadmission.se. I'll be putting a link where you can search for universities and the courses you want to do. The link is in English, because Sweden also accepts people to come to study in English. You don't need proof of efficiency in English if you're coming from an English-speaking country. They have not been asking for it, so it's very easy. And then I'll put the second link where you have to use when after getting an admission, where you will have to form also a profile, so that you have to be putting in the you know, if they'll be asking for the bank statement, if you're going as a private student to finance yourself, you'll be putting in your transcripts, you'll be putting in, you know, anything to do with your admission, you know, that you've gotten an admission. There are 2 links. So the first link is for you to look for the university. The second link is for the visa and the immigration, you know, where you'll put all the documents. Then your visa will be approved. Two very important websites, guys. Two very important websites. So the visa process. How do you go about the visa process, guys? After you get your admission, you'll have to pay for your first semester. Which includes like you'll pay between, depending on the university you applied for, between 5 to, let's say, 15,000. Just depends. And then after paying that money, you'll be given a letter of notification, which is really important. It will be needed during the visa application. You have to show this letter of notification. Also, you also need to prove that you have the funds. You need a bank statement to show that you can support yourself. If you don't need a bank statement, you need to show that you have a scholarship. So the bank statement is really important, because if you're going to do your masters for 1 year, you need to have the money for 1 year. At least you need to have that money in your account. And even if somebody sends you the money in your account, don't remove that money from your account till the visa process is done, because during the visa process, even after the visa process, there's a possibility they might ask for a bank statement. So it looks fishy if they ask for a bank statement after your application of your visa, and then there are no funds in your bank, and they want it to be in your name, not the name of the person who's helping you. So the bank statement is really important. Make sure that that money is in your account till the visa process is done. Very, very important. And then something that is really important is that health insurance. Very important. Things come in, people become sick. We never plan. So health insurance is important. I understand that sometimes you can apply through the university to get the health insurance, but it's always important to have, at least if there's a possibility for you to have extra or just on your own, some kind of health insurance, because you never know what's going to happen. Otherwise, the health insurance is one of the requirements for students, because medical and health care in Europe is very expensive. That's something that everybody has to know. People don't actually pay for medical care in Europe. You have to be insured. You pay per month. They just wait for you to be sick. In terms of accidents, in terms of you just need to have an insurance. This is very important. Never assume that nothing will happen. Never assume. Always be prepared with the health insurance. It also protects you from other bills, because if something happens to you and you have no health insurance and you are taken in, because they'll have to take you to a hospital, right? If you are in an accident or if you're sick, they'll have to take you to a hospital, because they cannot let you die. So they'll treat you, and then they'll have to foot a bill. And believe me, you don't want to look at that bill. It's not something that somebody can pay. You can't pay for your medical bills here, or if you're admitted, it's too expensive. So insurance is something that is mandatory. I can say it doesn't matter in Germany. Normally, actually, in the whole world, people are supposed to have insurance, just in case of any kind of emergency. So insurance, I've insisted, please don't forget to have insurance. The sun is nice. It's nice to be out here on this Sunday. So I understand that in Sweden you can also sign up. If you're going to be in Sweden for over 2 years, you can sign up for the Social Security Fund, which will also cover you and your health care, depending on which state, which university, and which program you're in Sweden. So you can sign up for Social Security Fund, and it will cover part of your health care services and, emergency. Very important, very important, guys. Guys, if you're new to my channel, this is Informant 254 on your dime, bringing you the latest about life abroad, about opportunities, entertaining you and giving you what's supposed to be done in Europe. Different routes about coming to Europe legally, legally. So as an organization, I'm really, really happy that one time or next time I'll be able to help somebody. Stay in, stay tuned. Work for students. The most critical requirement. Guys, you are allowed to work as a student in Sweden. No limits to how many hours you have to work. You can work full time, guys. This is amazing, because even if you're being sponsored from Africa, or if you're allowed to work, you'll be able to make the money and also to support yourself. It's not easy because studying and working is not an easy thing, but the fact that the Swedish institutions allow you to give you a work permit, which you can have a full-time job and still study. I think for people who are doing masters and PhD, it can be an amazing thing, even bachelors. But bachelor's students don't have a lot of time because studies are like following each other. But just know that students are allowed to work in Sweden full-time. Full-time, guys. It's an amazing opportunity. If you're a student and you're in Sweden, studying in Sweden, make sure you look for a job. You can support yourself, save some money, because when money comes in and money is leaving, it's always a good thing. So remember, studying in Sweden, students are allowed to also work. So moving to Sweden as a student with a partner, like a husband or a wife, believe me, it's allowed. You can move to Sweden with your wife, you can move to Sweden with your husband, and the good thing is you are studying and your husband or wife working. So guys, if you also married, just know that you can apply to move to Sweden with your wife or your husband, so it's not a limit, it's not limited. You can do this, and this is amazing, so that you're not alone. Being in a foreign countries, you don't know so many people, it can be a lonely thing. So it's always good that you can move with your partner, and something that has been allowed in Sweden. Amazing country, amazing opportunity, and amazing information, because not all universities will just allow you to move in with your partner and live in a country. So Sweden has opened its doors for this, and it's allowed foreigners to come in, and just study and live with their wife and husband. Hey, it's nice, very nice, guys. Yeah, guys, so this is about studying in Sweden. If you are new, just know that Swedish universities applications are now open. They're open from October till the middle of January, and you'll know that you have gotten an admission in April. So 3 months later, that's January, February, March, April. Yeah, in April they'll send out admissions, and then from then is when you can start up the application for your visa. Make sure that you have all the requirements. So this is what I wanted to pass on today. I don't have so much to talk about today. It's a beautiful Sunday. People are out here enjoying, guys. So in case you're interested in Sweden and you know somebody who's interested in going to study in Sweden, you don't need to go and study in Swedish language. Studies are in English. The website applications are in English. Everything you can read on that link. I'll put 2 links, the immigration link, and I'll also put the university link, so that you people can go in, form your profiles, and make the relevant applications to these universities. If you're doing a master's, make sure that it's related to your bachelor's. You are allowed to pick 4 courses if you want to do in masters, and if you're going for the bachelor's, you are allowed to take up to 8 courses. Not even German universities do this. And the application fee is just once. It's 150 euros, guys, just to be sure. And that's it, guys. So that's it. So something very important that I almost forgot is that please make sure that during the application you make sure that your documents are certified with the relevant organizations in your country, because of the forgery. Many institutions kind of have that issue of approving admissions because of forged documents. Make sure that your university degree, your master's degree, is something that is certified. It is something that is approved by the authorities and your country, so that you don't have to fall into this trap of, they say your documentation is your documents are not legit. And this is very important. So you have time. The application to the universities in Sweden are open from October. It's actually winter is coming, from October till mid-January. You don't have to hesitate, you don't have to be in a hurry. Just do your documents right, certify them. Application is entirely online. Don't hesitate to go for this. Don't even hesitate, just apply and you'll get an admission. You might even get a scholarship. Good luck for you. We have so many smart people out there who deserve this opportunity. So please, guys, if you you land onto this video, please share it, share it and share it. Share it to your relatives, your friends, different social media, and help somebody come and study in Sweden. Finance, architecture, accounting, everything is there. Social sciences, health, everything is there, and it's in English, guys. You don't need to study the Swedish language. You can come and study in Sweden in English. If you can just decide to start Swedish for fun, which is also good. Knowing a foreign language is something nice. So guys, this is it. This is Informant 254 signing out from Stuttgart, Germany on this lovely Sunday. Please be blessed, and thank you so much for coming to watch my YouTube channel and my content. And for the returning subscribers, thank you so much. If you're new, please don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, write a comment, write a sweet comment. Be blessed, and this is Informant 254 on your dime with love. Take care. This is Informant 254. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for coming and watching my video. It's an amazing time for me. It's an amazing time for everybody in the world. Let there be peace. Be blessed. There's a dog down there. So be blessed on this beautiful Sunday. Till next time, stay tuned. Keep watching.